All right, so for GP number 2, we're going to look at subtracting polynomials. Directions here are telling us to subtract. So for A, we're going to look at 7x to the 6th minus 4x cubed minus 2x minus x to the 6th plus 6x cubed minus 2x. So the first thing we have to do with subtracting polynomials is to take that negative and distribute it into the parentheses after it. So this negative is going to change the sign of all of the terms inside of those parentheses. So this becomes a negative x to the 6th, a negative 6x cubed, and two negatives become a positive 2x. Now, once you have distributed the negative, all you need to do from there is go through and combine your like terms. So what we're going to do, just like we did in the first GP, is we're just going to simply stack our like terms. So I'm going to rewrite my first polynomial, and it's already in standard form for me, so I don't have to worry about that. I have 7x to the 6th minus 4x cubed minus 2x. Now, these are all the signs they need to be. We don't touch these signs anymore. So now minus x to the 6th minus 6x cubed plus 2x. And I go through and I combine my coefficients. So 7, and remember there's an invisible 1 here. Whenever you have an x with no coefficient, there is an invisible 1 in front of there. So we have negative 1 x to the 6th. So 7 minus 1 gives us 6 x to the 6th. Negative 4 minus 6 is negative 10 x cubed. And if I have a negative 2x and a positive 2x, that's going to leave me with 0 x's. Now, this gets a little bit confusing because sometimes students want to remove the coefficients but still have an x. So think of it like this. If I have 2 x's and then I go through and I take 2 x's away, I'm left with nothing. I'm not left with x. So be really careful with that. So our final polynomial here is going to be 6x to the 6th minus 10x to the 3rd. For B, we have 3x minus 9x squared plus 4 minus negative 2x squared plus 1 minus 5x. So again, go ahead and pause this video. Give this one a shot and see how you do. All right, so let's see what you did. So the first thing you should have done was to distribute this negative into the parentheses here and change these signs. So if we pass this negative out to all of the terms inside of the parentheses, two negatives become a positive 2x squared. This will become a negative 1, and this will become a positive 5x. So from here, I'm going to take my first polynomial and I'm going to rewrite it in standard form. So our highest degree term is that x squared term. Now that's a negative 9, so make sure you take that negative with you. That's negative 9x squared, a positive 3x, and a positive 4. Then I'm going to stack the like terms from the second polynomial. So first we have the x squared term, and over here we have a positive 2x squared Then we have our x term. So from over here, we have a positive 5x. And lastly, we have -1 as our constant. And now I'm going to combine those like terms. So -9 plus 2 gives us a -7x squared. 3 x's plus 5 x's give us 8 x's. And 4 minus 1 gives us 3. So let's go ahead and add to our toolbox. The first thing we're going to do when we're subtracting is to distribute the negative to everything in the parentheses that come after that negative. So we're only distributing to this polynomial. Then we stack our like terms, again in standard form. And then again, lastly, we combine coefficients. Okay, so that is GP number 2. We have one more video after this.